So I had bought this bumper because I got in the crash, and the other one was too messed up for me to even salvage. You know, I had to like zip tie it and do all that bodywork bullshit that I don't know how to do. So I bought this new bumper, and I am surprisingly happy to say that it's just as fucked up.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So I have to do just as much work. Like for instance, like the Honda work here is gonna take a while because it's actually like apart. So that's no good. But the rest of the bumper, it's small little cosmetic things. Once I give it 2 or 3 passes with Bondo, you know, just going and making sure I get all the coverage, I think we should be ready to primer it. So now we're gonna just sand everything that we need to sand with 80 grit, and after that we're gonna go by once again with the Bondo and see exactly what spots we missed. And we're gonna do it once again, but we're gonna do a 150 grit that one time and then 220, and then it should be ready to paint. But yeah, for right now, I got these turn signals and making sure that I have a nice clean surface so I don't have any electrical in the way. And I also realized I have to look for another one of those because it's missing. This bumper ended up not even being worth it, but we're gonna work with it. Also, after seeing this, that is done, but it's good because that means I'm actually gonna put the splitter in the front. I think it'd be dope. Run some tie rods up to the actual frame. I think that'd be dope. So I think I'm gonna use this as a template for the other one. Go pick up some ABS plastic, or shit, might even go all out and use some carbon fiber or some fiberglass, and you know, make my own little splitter. And then once I lower the car, I'll probably install it, because right now this thing is way too high. So you know, it'd defeat the purpose of the whole aerodynamics and stuff. I'd probably get lift, and I'd probably lift up for a later time and stuff, but at least we know what we want to do with this car and stuff. But let me know what you guys think. The goddamn Bondo already dried. Oh my god.
5 hours later.
A fucking hole here, and I'm just happy that it's not there anymore. That shit ugly.
next day.
Alright guys, so we just finished putting some spotting glaze putty on this. So all we need to do left is wet sand this with 220 grit. Once we do that, we're gonna put some Bulldog. You know, Bulldog is like the primer of the primer, so it's something, I guess when working with plastic, you need to put it on there so it can stick. It can have a better surface for the paint to stick onto and the primer to stick onto and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that later, because the person that I was gonna get the Bulldog from flaked on me. I'm just gonna wait on him, but I'm still gonna go and try and get all this shit sanded and stuff. I also have some fiberglass I have to fix on the left fender. That's just from the crash too, so it's a little it's kind of lost its rigidity in the front portion of it. So last thing I want is for, you know, me to paint it and the wind just to kind of just snap it if I put Bondo and stuff. So I'm gonna put kitty hair on it, and that should work because kitty hair has actually pieces of fiberglass in it and it has a resin, so it hardens kind of like an epoxy. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, but we're gonna get this thing done, because as you can see in this video, I've been wearing different types of fucking shirts every single day because it's too damn hot to stay here all day, and I have other shit to do, and it's just a pain in the ass. But we're gonna try and do our best right here and get this thing done right now. As long as I have all the body work done, that's what I'm aiming for, because to paint, it's not gonna take that long. To paint it, it's gonna take me about 2-3 hours to paint the entire thing, and I kind of don't want to paint it in portions because, like I said, the paint, I'll show you, the paint has a hardener, so you have to do the right mixtures and stuff. So I'd rather just get the ratio right the first time, so I don't get a different color, or not. I just don't want for different parts to take different times to set and to harden and stuff, because that's when paint gets mismatched and stuff. So that's what I don't want. But if you follow me on Instagram, which is right here, you'll see all the updates that I have and stuff. It's more up to date than the videos, because the videos take me quite a while to edit and stuff like that. But here it is. We have a hardener right here, and we also have a cup to mix everything in. Oh man, some filters, and the paint right here. So it's an acrylic paint, and it doesn't have a clear coat. It's literally the hardener mixes in with the color. So it's better for me, because if the car ever loses its shine or it gets scratched or something like that, it's really easy for me to get it back to how it used to look by just literally sanding it with like a 3200 grit, like wet sanding it and then polishing it, and it's gonna look brand new. That's how I got the car painted initially before the crash. So now I'm gonna do the same, because it'll age the same way and I don't have any color mismatch and stuff. So there's a pretty typical color red, and red, you know, turns pink after some time, but that's why I went with this option, because I can just sand it and it'll all be one even color. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing with the paint. So I want to make sure that I mix everything all at once, so I don't get any, like I said, any color mismatches. But we have the hood here. We already primered all the places that were bare metal, so this is basically ready to get wet sanded with 400 grit, and it's done. So same thing with this one. We already went by with it with the spotting glaze, and we went through it again, and any spot, this is fiberglass, so it's a little different, but I was able to mold everything's smooth, wet sanded it a couple times. So this one's actually already done as bodywork wise, and it's ready for paint. So all I need is to wet sand this one over here and finish the bodywork over here on the bumper, and it should basically be ready for paint. And that's exactly what I want. I want to be able to either mount all of these on the car and then paint it, or paint them consecutively, where I just put one on my little paint stand here and I'm able to just paint, you know, as I go, switch the part, let it dry, put the next part, so it's all done in one single motion. So that's what we're gonna do out here. We're gonna attempt to finish this today. No, fuck that, we're gonna finish this today, because I'm tired of wearing different shirts, different types every single day. So I'm gonna finish it because I have so much other stuff to do with the CRX. I have some electrical shit I have to worry about. I have some other fun stuff and a lot more videos to come out, but this is gonna be the baseline of what I need done, because I want my car to look nice. I want to be able to go to these car meets and be proud of what I've been doing, you know, for the past whatever amount of, you know, months it's been since, you know, the crash happened. So I want to be proud of this car, so I want to finish this first, Exterior wise, I already have stuff put aside for the K24 swap. That K24 swap's gonna happen immediately after I get this done. So let's just go get at it and get this done. Let's go. Fast forward like 55,000 minutes. All right, so we just finished the bumper. I just went at it. I didn't even bother recording it because regardless, I'm just gonna forward through it. But I got it done, so it's all sanded, all the pinholes are filled and stuff. So now all I need to do is wet sand it once again, but with a finer grit, like a 400 or a 600 grit. So I can then apply the Bulldog adhesive and the paint and the primer will stick better to it. So I'm gonna leave that for another day, but I am gonna get started on the hood, and that's just simply me sanding it with 400 grit, and it shouldn't be that bad. If you want more updates on all these builds, make sure to follow us on Instagram right there, or follow us on Facebook right there. We're putting out a lot more content in the next couple weeks, and I really want you guys to, you know, get into the whole Kraken culture and, you know, go through this process with me, because like I said, I'm just an engineering student just trying to figure things out and having fun. This is so exciting to me, this is so interesting to me, and it's so cool to not know much about a certain subject and just kind of go at it and learn as you go. And that's exactly what we're doing, and I hope this video does also help you with your own builds and stuff. So for me, it's always easier for me just to kind of watch a video or read a book or read some type of forum and kind of learn on my own that way. Some other people are visual, that's why I'm kind of putting out these series and stuff for people that kind of just want to watch to see how the process is done, and they can reciprocate that same thing back at home. So I just want to build confidence for everyone out there, because it's pretty hard to just kind of say I'm gonna fix my car or I'm gonna paint my car. It's a huge thing, but I'm trying to make it as easy as it is. Like, I think that it's just a process of elimination where you have to go through a checklist and just, you know, follow it that way. So whatever helps you, make sure you list it out and make sure that you are getting all your builds done, because it is really hard to lose motivation for a build, but you kind of just have to go straight at it and kind of just learn. But like I said, I hope you guys liked this video, and like always, stay boosted.